Speed is everything. Yeah.
You have to be quick as a printer.
I was wondering, is that a real story?
In most cases, you can earn back your investment within a year.
Deltabach is a print shop since 1970 and making a lot of sheet offset work. Easy Print is just a web shop providing everything with your logo on it. What I always do is go my own way and don't let you advise that the general way is the way to go. I think, yeah, that's what I learned in the past 25 years. Kind of work we get from agencies who are trying to get the best price at the specialist, and we are a specialist in some kind of that work. I always want to get the best out of people and machines, and in 2011 we bought the 7000 Heidelberg press, and what I was seeing after a few years that the operator was not always running at the highest possible speed. The print operators told me, yeah, we have to slow down because otherwise the product will not be good. They always said, yeah, we have to wait. It's not dry. Low pulse, speeds from 8,000 to 12,000, but the machine can do 16,500 an hour. And yeah, it was for me, yeah, who's lying, the machine or the operator?
I'm Jan Adolf from WIFAC, and I'm selling in Holland the KBA presses. And the AMS LED UV units for the retrofit of all the machines we have in Holland. In the past it was the paper has to be dried. That is no reason anymore to say we cannot deliver today. You can deliver every time of the day, and every printer has to buy AMS LED UV, because that's the best solution in the graphic industry at the moment.
I was surfing on the net.
Mark has seen the AMS LED UV on the internet.
And I read a story about LED UV.
He has a coater on the machine, but a not so long delivery. So that was a reason for him to look at a solution to print faster. The big advantage is the paper in the delivery is dry.
That opened my eyes.
You can print faster, and your sheet break is no problem anymore, because the paper is dried before it comes into the delivery.
Then we visited a printer in Germany and it was a real story. Since we have LED UV, there is no question about at what speed I can run at the press.
New machines are very expensive, and by the way he's working now at the moment, he has 10-15% more production he can make at the moment.
So production has gone up with 25%.
The bigger challenge is to convince the customer of the price of the system. AMS can make also a calculation for it, a return on investment. And when you look at that, in most cases, you can earn back your investment within a year.
We want to earn back the installation in 3 years.
And that is based on, for example, the cleaning of the machine. In most of the times, the machine will be cleaned every week for 2 hours. When you calculate that on the year basis, that are 100 hours, and then, of course, your machine hours, you have more production and you have more profit in a year.
Most printers say, yeah, it's nice, but the ink is triple the price. Yeah, that's only ink, but they don't see the benefits because they are used that, there are always stories and what is the truth. And the truth now is, it is the story.
Quality is better because the ink is laying on the surface of the paper. So you use also 15%, 20% less ink instead of the conventional inks. So that's also an advantage because the prices for the inks are a little bit higher, 2-3 times, but you have to gain your profit from the way of working. At Deltabach, AMS did it in a weekend. It is so easy. There are 2 brackets you place into the machine where you put the lamp in. There's a cooling unit, there's a computer, and that's all.
AMS came in on a Sunday morning, and on Monday we were printing again.
You have to reckon with approximately 3 days. The unit is installed within 1 day, and then you have to change your rollers because they have to be UV resistant.
We only had to remove the old rollers to UV rollers, and that we did that in the Friday night and the Saturday. So there was not really a loss of production.
The operators were very quickly instructed. 2-3 days, you have enough. Now, the challenge was in the beginning. That lasted for 2-3 months, but now all the problems are solved, and you see now how easy it is to work with the LED UV system of AMS.
You have to learn to print with UV inks.
We have helped Mark with it, and he's using the right inks at the moment, because that was in the beginning the problem.
After 2 or 3 months, we did quite good. We found out they have to be more precise with the fountain and water solution. The LED UV range is a little bit smaller, but that is with also high qualified printers. So the quality of our print operators was already that high that was not a real issue. I think when they are not at a high level, it's more difficult.
All the problems with the inks are solved.
And after 4 or 5 months, the operator says no conventional printing anymore. So there's no way back, I think.
He's also not working anymore with his coating unit, because that was what he used, dispersion coating, only to protect the sheet, and that is not needed anymore. Also, no spray powder anymore. Also an advantage of AMS LED UV, you can put the existing unit in your new press. So that is a large advantage, because the unit holds for 20,000 hours. So yeah, when you want to replace your machine now, that can be easily done, because you can put it in the new machine. That's no problem at all.
We were used that there were about 30 or 40 pallets with printed papers were waiting for transportation or our own bindery. And now, also when we produce 24 hours, there are only 2 or 3 jobs waiting for processing or transportation. It gives us the position to install another 700 press. And before LED UV, we had not the possibility because of the limited space. It's better for our clients because on uncoated stocks the print quality is better. Delivery time is why we as Deltabach exist behind companies we are competing with. Most companies who are serious competitors of Deltabach are companies up to from 100 to 150 employees, and we are only with 25. And the stuff you see here in our showroom, we compete with the big ones in Holland.
You have to be quick as a printer, and you can do that with the AMS LED UV system.
We're faster in making decisions also, because we are a little company. Now, after 10 months, some clients are aware of what we can do. We can deliver within a few hours.
Your paper's dry, your printing press will be a printer. No more powder anymore, higher speed, better quality, and faster production. So when a customer is calling you...
Yeah, what we see is if customers are aware of where you can print in LED UV and deliver in a very short time. Now after 10 months we get also jobs for that kind of printing. On Monday we printed, there were only 1,000 A4 sheets. But they called me 10 o'clock in the morning, and there was a meeting in the afternoon in a hotel at, I think, 3 o'clock. And it was a A4 that was in a range of other products were printed in offset. I told him, yeah, why don't you go to a print guy with an Indigo or Igen? No, we only want offset quality the same as we had before. It has to be the same. So 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we delivered it. And it's amazing how good they paid for the job. So if we get a name of doing that kind of special jobs, it would be very profitable. Yeah. There's a big company who's buying papers to print in later, and they hear from their print houses who makes the addresses on it that the printers have no problem with powder, because there's no powder. Our work is laying flat. So that customer told us we are going to buy in 2016 all the stuff at your company and not at 2 or 3 other companies. So that the customer is tripling their turnover at Deltabach.